Hi everyone, hope you're all well and having a fabulous week. I'm Lisa, Chief Crazy Dog Lady and Holistic Dog Healer here at Stardust Dogs, and I just want to bring you our latest vlog. So you hear about, or if you're a fan of Stardust Dogs, you'll hear me talking about holistic therapy all the time, and I just thought maybe I should let you know what holistic therapy actually is. So holistic therapy is the treatment of a patient as a whole. So my patients here at Stardust Dogs are obviously dogs. So this is the treatment of your dog as a whole. So it is the treatment of their mind, their body and their spirit. And I use that in three separate ways. I use Reiki, I use massage, and I use, in terms of the Stardust Dogs products, through a range of natural essential oil blends. So Reiki is just the transference of healing natural energy from me to the patient, i.e. your dog, and your dog takes that energy, or your dog's body takes that energy that has come from me into their body, and the body sends it to wherever it needs to in order to encourage the body to heal. Now, holistic therapy basically heals the body from top to toe and inside out. So the natural energy released encourages the body to heal itself. And it's the same when we do massage. We are manipulating all the muscles within the body, we're manoeuvring the energy, and we are releasing the tension within the body as well. So it's encouraging the body just to heal itself, just to release all the tension, all the stress from within the body, and just to heal itself more naturally. In terms of the products, essential oils and plant-based medicines have been used for millennia. Before all our big pharmaceutical companies came around, this was how people, this was how medicine was done. This is how people were healing their bodies. Of course, there is absolutely a place for the pharmaceuticals because they have advanced medicine so much more, and they can do things that plants and natural based remedies can't. But for simple things, like for joint care, for stress relief, for anxiety, things like that. These are all things that I can help you to help your dog heal more naturally without the use of any harsh chemicals. By all means, if your dog is not well, then please take it to the vet. Please seek medical advice. I am not a trained vet. I am an aromatherapist. I am a trained canine therapist. I can help you with things to do with plant-based medicine and to do with the holistic therapy, but I'm not a vet. So I would always say, if your dog is not well, first case, speak to the vet. But these alternative remedies and these natural remedies can be used hand in hand with anything that you're getting from the vet. For example, if your dog's a bit stressed in the car, or if it does suffer from separation anxiety, there's no need to be using any harsh chemicals. You can use essential oils and plant-based products to be able to help combat that. And the reason that I know that all of this works is not only because I'm fully qualified and fully trained, but a few years ago my own dog Ziggy was quite unwell. He'd taken a wee turn for the worse. It was kind of like a stroke for dogs, and the first 48 hours are pretty critical, and within the first 24 hours Ziggy wasn't showing any signs of improvement at all. He had pretty much no mobility. His wee head was hanging to the side, he wasn't eating, he was just really sad and depressed, and the vet at the time was talking to me about end of life. And I had just lost my granddad, so there was absolutely no way I was ready to lose anyone else. And Ziggy, if you're a fan of Stardust Dogs, you know that he is my everything. Like, he's my go-to guy, and whether I'm happy, sad or indifferent, he's always there. So I just wasn't ready to let him go. And I'd asked to speak to one of the other vets. I've got a really good relationship with our vet, and he knows what I do for a living. He knows my passion for natural and holistic therapies, and I had asked him, could I please take Ziggy home just to try and see if it made any difference, and he's, of course, absolutely no problem. So we brought Ziggy home and we made up a big beautiful comfy bed in the living room, and the vet had said he'd been very unresponsive, and just to keep a wee eye on him. And within within, you know, a few minutes of being in the house, I'd started diffusing an oil blend, a healing oil blend, just within the home, just to help Ziggy relax and, you know, just kind of settle back into his surroundings. I did some Reiki on him, and then I gave him a little massage, and I let him kind of have a bit of a rest. And within a couple of hours the doorbell went, and Ziggy's head got up and he barked and he wagged his wee tail, and I thought, oh, hang on a wee second, this wasn't happening earlier on. So that was the first kind of positive sign that we'd had. And then we also have another dog, Zane, who you'll see in all of our social channels as well. So it was dinner time, and I'd made Ziggy some of his favourite food. He loves chicken and rice and vegetables and things, so I brought that into him and I put it down to him, and he ate a lot. So there was the next, you know, positive sign. And whilst Ziggy had been at the vet, he had been having to walk within a wee sling. You know, we'd had to put him in a sling to take him out to do the toilet. So we kind of done that the first night, and, you know, I'd continued with the Reiki and the massage. Didn't really get much sleep, but went up to bed for a few hours. And when I came back down, I said to Ziggy, do you want to go out? Fully expecting, you know, to take him out in the sling. And he stood up and he walked to the back door. And he was like, yep, I'll go out on my own. His wee head was still kind of, you know, hanging to the side, and he was still very wobbly on his paws. But he got up and he went outside and he done the toilet on his own, which was just magnificent. It was absolutely amazing. And the rest of that day he did continue to improve. We took him down to the vet that afternoon, and they just couldn't believe that it was the same dog that we'd brought in. They were like, wow, you know, what you're doing is really working, it's really helping to improve. And I just continued to do that with Ziggy over the next few weeks, really intensively. And within about a week you wouldn't have known anything had happened. So I was hooked, you know, I was thoroughly convinced that these methods can work. You know, holistic therapy and essential oils are definitely the way forward without having to use any harsh chemicals on our dogs, because they're kinder to our dogs. You know, sometimes the use of long-term medications or putting chemicals into our dogs' bodies that we don't really know much about can be quite harmful. It's just the same as us, you know, like constantly eating junk food and, you know, not really looking after our bodies properly, or using, you know, like fragrances quite regularly, you know, that aren't natural. You know, we're putting chemicals into our body and we don't really know what the long-term effects of that are. So it's exactly the same with our dogs. We look after our own bodies, we eat well, we exercise, we take supplements, so it's only natural that we want to do the same for our dogs. You know, so they get plenty of exercise anyway. You know, they're happy, they're loved, they're round about us, but we need to be looking after the insides of their bodies as well. And lots of dog products have chemicals in it that they possibly shouldn't have. You know, if you look at ingredients of certain foods, or if you look at ingredients for certain supplements, or even, you know, dog treats can have glue in them and things like that, things that just shouldn't be putting into our dogs' bodies. So by using you know, the natural products and by using essential oils, we're giving our dogs the best possible chance to have a long and happy life and be with us for as long as possible, and who doesn't want that? So that was pretty much the reason why, or Ziggy was pretty much the reason why I started, you know, really kind of going for this and, you know, like learning as much as I could and absorbing, because I thought, if I can heal Ziggy, then I can help so many more other dogs, and I can help so many owners be able to treat their dogs and be able to look after their dogs in the most natural possible way. And all of the Stardust Dogs products are 100% natural. There's no synthetics in there, there's no additives, nothing. Everything is the purest 100% natural essential oils that you could possibly find. And also, you know, it's just either rapeseed oil or natural olive oil that we use. Obviously, just like with humans, some dogs have allergies to some things that maybe other dogs don't have allergies to. So I always stress to please patch test, just use a little bit of the products first of all, just to be sure that your dog is absolutely fine with using them. But it's like with everything that we do, you know, if we go for a massage or if we go for Reiki to reduce stress and anxiety or tension within our bodies, then that's something that we have to continue to do, otherwise that stress and anxiety will build back up again. So it's exactly the same with our dogs. You know, you don't bring them for a Reiki session or for a massage session and all of a sudden they're cured. You know, it's something that has to be ongoing, and it's the same with the use of the products as well. You know, your essential oil products, if your dog has a joint issue, you're not going to use it once and the joint issue is going to go away. It's something that has to be maintained, it has to be done regularly. And I'm always here for any sort of support and to answer any questions, you know, and if I can come and give your dog a Reiki session, or if I can give your dog a massage session, I'm totally up for that. We're looking at reopening the therapy room again here at Stardust Dogs, so that we can have dogs you know, back during the pandemic. That's what I've missed most. I've missed most the interaction with dogs and the owners, and just being able to, you know, like speak to people and being able to heal dogs. And during the last couple of years, whilst I've been developing the products, I've been having people trial them and give me feedback, and what people have been feeding back to me is that, you know, the dogs are loving the products. You know, they've seen them be calmer, they've seen them be happier. If they've had joint issues, they've been able to move about a wee bit more. One wee dog has a tumour that's inoperable, and there's not really anything that the vet can do other than palliative care, but we've been able to help out with you know, our calming products, which have kept the dog calm and stable and happy, as opposed to, you know, maybe having seizures or being a bit wobbly on their paws. So we're being able to provide benefits from these natural resources, and being able to also work hand in hand with what medications and things that the vet are providing as well. So it's just about taking your dog's body. The holistic therapy and the healing is about taking your dog's body and just healing it as a whole. So going from your mind, your body and your spirit, and just really tapping into all of that, and giving them the best possible chance and the best possible treatment that you can in life, because obviously they are our best friends, they are our babies, so we want to give them absolutely everything. So I really hope that that's given you a wee insight into what holistic therapy is and what I can offer here at Stardust Dogs and what I can help you with your dog. On our next vlog, I'm going to be chatting through some of our remaining products individually, just talking about their benefits and their ingredients and what to expect when you use them. So I hope that you'll join me for that. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you on the next vlog. Take care, bye!